All right, today we're diving into a blueprint for the highways of the future. But we're not talking about cars. We're talking about the trillions of AI agents that are about to completely reshape our world. So, let's get right into it.
Okay, picture this. Millions of self-driving cars ready to deliver packages, negotiate deals, and manage our power grids. Now imagine they have no roads, no traffic lights, and no license plates. That's basically where we are with the AI economy today. Trillions of transactions are coming, but there's just no public infrastructure to manage them.
So, before we can even talk about building these new highways, we really need to understand the chaotic landscape we're dealing with right now. It's kind of like the Wild West out there, with all these competing technologies and one massive legal headache.
And this right here, this is the central question that's got the entire industry on pause. I mean, if an AI agent makes up a legal case and gets a lawyer fined, or if it executes a bad billion-dollar trade, who foots the bill? This liability vacuum means nobody wants to take responsibility, and that is a huge barrier for any serious large-scale adoption of this tech.
The solutions we have right now are just a messy patchwork. Take the popular .ai domain. It's tied to the small nation of Anguilla. Now that creates what's called sovereign risk, meaning the core infrastructure for global AI could depend on the political stability of one tiny country. Then you've got Web3 solutions like .agent, which are crypto-only, and that leaves out most of the global economy. And the big tech companies? Well, they're busy building their own private walled gardens that don't talk to each other. We basically have a bunch of private toll roads and dirt paths, but no public highway system.
Okay, so with the problem crystal clear, we can now turn to the proposed solution. And this isn't just another private toll road. This is a proposal for something totally different, an intentional, public interest piece of infrastructure. Introducing the IA top-level domain. This quote from the proposal really gets to the heart of the whole idea. See, it's not about betting on a specific AI, the vehicle, if you will. It's about building the stable roads that any AI can use. It's what you'd call protocol agnostic, which just means it doesn't care what tech the AI is built on. It's meant to be a universal foundation for identity and, really importantly, for accountability.
So here's the blueprint for this new highway system. You've got Know Your Agent to provide the accountability we need to solve that liability crisis. It's designed to be universally compatible, so it'll support any AI technology that comes along. It's even linguistically smart, since IA is already the natural term for AI for over 1 billion Romance language speakers. But the most crucial point, the absolute game changer, is this one right here. 90% of net profits are legally committed to the public good.
So how does a public highway system like this generate value? Well, this isn't about making a ton of money for shareholders. It's about creating a financial engine where the tolls paid by the AI economy are funneled right back to humanity.
To really get the scale of this, think about Verisign. That's the company that runs the .com registry. They have a market cap over $20 billion, just from managing identities for websites. The idea here is for .ia to become the Verisign of AI, providing that same essential identity layer for a whole population of agents that could soon outnumber us humans. But with one radical twist.
And here is that twist laid out plain and simple. Unlike Verisign, where 100% of the value goes to shareholders, the .ai model is legally bound to direct 90% of its net profits to the public good, specifically funding universal basic income and digital inclusion. So the very system that enables automation would also fund the safety net for people who are displaced by it.
But you know, the real financial engine here isn't just the annual registration fees. That's just getting things started. The trillions of transactions that are going to happen between all these verified AI agents.
The proposal suggests a tiny, almost unnoticeable micro fee for verifying each one of these agent-to-agent transactions. Think of it like a fraction of a penny, just to make sure the agent you're dealing with is legit and accountable.
So, what happens when you multiply that tiny little fee by a massive volume? Well, for some context, Visa processes about 700 million transactions a day. If agent-to-agent commerce hits that same scale, we are looking at over $36 billion in potential annual revenue. And just remember, 90% of the profit from that goes straight to public benefit. Now, this all sounds huge, but the crucial question is, what does all this money actually do for people? How do these billions translate into tangible, real-world impact? This table projects the potential growth over 10 years. Even the really conservative scenarios generate tens of millions for public benefit. But let's look at the most ambitious goal, what the source material calls agent parity.
That's the point where AI agents in the economy start to match the number of human workers. At that kind of scale, with 500 million registered agents, the system could generate a staggering $16 billion every single year, just for UBI programs.
And this is what that means in human terms. That $16 billion could provide a meaningful UBI of $2,000 a year to 8 million people. For many folks in the global south, that amount of money is absolutely life-changing. It's a future where the AI economy directly pays for the human safety net it makes necessary. The agents are literally paying for their own externalities.
But the vision here isn't just about the next 10 years. No, this is about building infrastructure on a civilizational timescale. We're talking about something designed to last for generations.
This timeline shows you the true long-term vision. In the near future, the system provides identity for AIs here on Earth. But by the 2040s, as humanity expands to the Moon and Mars, that very same system will be essential for off-world operations. The same .ai name that identifies a customer or service bot today is designed to one day identify a mining robot on Mars or even a deep space probe in 2070. This identity layer is built to go way beyond planetary boundaries.
The proposal reframes this entire project with a brand new term, venture capital for civilization. It has the same high-risk, high-reward feel of a startup, but it completely flips the venture model on its head. Instead of the upside going to a handful of investors, 90% of the return is directed to all of humanity. It's a bet on our collective future.
And so, this all leaves us with one final, powerful question to think about. In this age of autonomous systems and unprecedented change, what if the very infrastructure we build to manage our artificial creations could also become the foundation for securing our own future?